It's been pretty busy here on Salve Regina's campus, with the end of the school year approaching and everyone preparing for finals. But Salve has found a way to get some great guest speakers in here, such as author and filmmaker Sarah Burns, who came to discuss her film and book, Central Park 5. Greeted by a welcoming crowd in Bizarski Lecture Hall, Sarah Burns presented her thoughts on the Central Park 5, her gripping account of an unjust justice system in racially charged 1980s New York, and the conviction of 5 innocent teenagers.
You know, I first learned about this case in 2003. The convictions had just been vacated, and I was working for one of the lawyers who's involved in the civil suit, and I was just so struck by this story, by this language that was used to describe these kids, these animal references. I ended up writing my undergraduate thesis, and then this book, and then making this film, and it really felt like such an important story, both because of this particular story had so offended me in what had happened, and I needed to know how something like this could happen, but also because it's not an isolated story, and there are many more stories like this, and I think things like this could still happen and are still happening. And so it was really about trying to spread the word about this and get people talking about why these kinds of miscarriages of justice happen.
Burns, the daughter of a celebrated documentarian, Ken Burns, believes that sharing this important story on college campuses is key to ensuring that the next generation be aware of the challenges we still face in ensuring that justice is served.
Yeah, we've done a lot of screenings actually, and it's been wonderful, this response that we've gotten, this interest from schools, from law schools, from colleges, from high schools, and it feels like a really important thing to share this story with students, with people who have the potential to affect how these cases go in the future.
The presentation was followed by a lively question and answer period, during which Burns was able to share much personal insight into how the Central Park 5 story developed, and audience members shared their own recollections of the events of 1989.
Well, I think that this story is a good example of the problems that we face, the times when our justice system doesn't do the job that it does, and I think there's a lot to learn from this, not just in the terms of the failures of the justice system, but also of the media and really of the public in general who bought this story. And I think it's a good reminder that we should all be skeptical and we should always be asking questions, and that's how I think you can do good in the world, and that's hopefully what we all are trying to do.
If you'd like to learn more about the case, pick up Sarah's book, The Central Park 5, or watch the Ken and Sarah Burns film, available on PBS. With Salve Today, I'm Ciara Speller.